Concurrent teaching, lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 is about calibration. So, what is calibration? To calibrate something means to get it ready for its purpose in a particular context. And in this context, we want to be able to use the smartboard for touch input. We want to be able to either use a pen or our fingers and touch the board and interact with the board. That way, we're not confined to the laptop or a mouse and keyboard on the table. It's very important that we first have extended our screen. That's the first step. Step number 1, extend your screen so that you have 2 desktops, all right? 2 screens. Then we can begin the calibration. Now, there are 2 types of whiteboards and 2 types of calibration techniques. The most common one that most of you might have will be this one over here. And you can see there is a little button that's got a plus, looks like a plus symbol on it. That is the calibration key. When you click on that calibration button, on one of the screens, you will see a display that looks like this. If this is on your laptop screen, you need to go and press the space bar on your laptop so that that screen moves across onto the whiteboard screen instead. That's quite important because you're telling the computer which screen it is you want to be touch sensitive. Once you have done that, you can then press the target, that little plus, and it will then take you through a whole bunch of options where you just touch, and you are now calibrating the screen for touch input. The computer is just saying, right, out of this big wide screen, that's the part that I want to be touch sensitive for pen or for hand input. Okay, so that's the one way of doing calibration. The second way of doing calibration, if you have a smartboard that does not have the calibration button on the board itself, then you will do it via software. So if you go and you have a look through settings on your computer, look up tablet and PC settings. Tablet and PC settings, and look for anything to do with setting up or calibrate. Okay, you'll see it looks kind of like that in the screenshot. All right, and what that's going to mean is you'll go through the same process as you did with the button, just in this situation it's software driven, and you will then have calibrated your board. A little bit different, but the concept is the same. So then, once you have finished calibrating everything, you've got Microsoft Teams running on screen number 1, you've got all your other applications running on screen number 2, and screen number 2, which is also on your board, is also touch sensitive as well. And there you have finished successfully calibrating your screen, ready for concurrent teaching.